on this episode of The Commercial Break.
Bring it all the way back.
I could do this all day long.
Imagine.
Man. Imagine. Yeah, man.
We're definitely going to need to add in some reggae hype to our show.
He's the Xanax hype man. The Valium hype man.
Come on.
They call that rigatoni. It's the pasta of rigatoni. Rigatoni. Rigatoni bologna.
Reggae-tony.
Reggaetoni. Mac and cheese. Make me some macaroni. Get me some bread, some cheese and bread and bologna. I want to give that girl my stony bologna. I mean, it's just like so stupid. Wait, okay. One more.
Okay.
Mysterious girl, move your body close to mine. Come on, move your body.
Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body. I think you should take his own advice. Come on, man, move your body. If you see the video, it's like this. Come on, move your body.
He's stiff.
I know. He's like he can't look anywhere except for at his friend. Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body.
The next episode of The Commercial Break starts now.
It's another episode of The Commercial Break. Welcome back to The Commercial Break. I'm Brian Green. This is Kristen Hoadley. And
Happy New Year.
Best to you, Chrissy.
Best to you, Brian.
Best to you out there in the podcast universe. Happy to have you aboard. Lots to talk about today. Chrissy and I were just talking about...
We're having a lively, jovial conversation.
So I was asked this recently, actually, at the podcast conference. Like, how do you and your co-host know each other? And so for those of you who are maybe catching up on the podcast or haven't been listening to it's episode number 1, which I'm sure is like most of you, don't go back and listen. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll keep you up to speed right now. Christy, and as my mom always calls you, Christy.
Yes.
How's Christy Dodley? How's that Christy Dodley?
She's good, Mom. Her name is Chrissy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's okay.
Yeah, you did, Mom. Chrissy and I have known each other since we worked at a large radio conglomerate known as Clear Channel. Now, most of you are probably familiar with Clear Channel in its current iteration, which is iHeartMedia, which used to be iHeartRadio, and then before that it was Clear Channel. So Chrissy and I met at the Atlanta cluster, which basically means there were a number of radio stations, like, maybe 10 or 11 at any given time, stations that were attached to the Atlanta cluster that Chrissy was a salesperson at, and she would sell radio spots for the cluster.
Yes.
And then I was in charge of what's called the interactive services, which at the time was just when you go to the website.
It was just taking off.
They had just started. I mean, they had no idea how to monetize this streaming, quote unquote, which was you'd go to the website, you'd see the little play box, and you press play, and you'd hear what was on air. And so long before the app and before iHeartMedia, it was just like rudimentary bullshit.
Yeah.
And we used to sell these streaming spots for $1 because no one understood how to fucking sell online. And even the clients were like, I don't need that shit, right? Even though at the time there might have been 3, 4, 10,000 people listening, and no one really knew how to do it. It was just like it was newfangled technology.
Right.
And radio was old technology. It is old technology.
Yes, it is.
And we were talking about how at one point Chrissy and I got wrapped into working at the Braves radio network, which basically meant our cluster had the rights to broadcast the Atlanta Braves. And so at one point, the person who was in charge of this radio network, the Atlanta Braves radio network, decided to give me a what's called green pass. Green pass means go. Green means go.
Yes.
I could go anywhere that I wanted to in the stadium and not be bothered at any time.
We had like a couple of suites. We had seats behind home plate.
Everything.
And this was all under the pretense of attracting clients. However,
what it really meant was a total shit show 24 hours a day. It was a total shit show. That's all. All you have to know is that the bar tab was it was like $100,000 for the year, right? And so they had this private bar upstairs in the suite area, which
what was it, the 755
club
or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. So we would just like tear through the stadium. walking in and out of suites that we weren't even supposed to be there, drinking free booze, and everything just. We had the world at our feet.
We did.
And the world was our oyster, and man, did we take advantage of it. And I was explaining we were reminiscing about how we would go to the 755 Club. Like I don't know. Probably the third inning of the game, and we'd stay there till 2 hours after the game ended.
Yes.
And by the end of the game, there'd be like 100 people in the bar. Yeah, shots
were being taken.
Shots.
Yeah.
Multiple times did we stumble out of that place. Just so shit hammered. It wasn't even funny. At some point in the last 5 years, I was a cigarette smoker, as was Chrissy, and that's kind of how we met at Clear Channel. As we were down, cordoned off in the cigarette smoking station, smoking cigarettes every 15 minutes, because that's what you did when you're a smoker. That just gives you a reason to go outside and enjoy some fresh air by smoking another fucking cigarette. And
also ease your pain from having a cold call local business.
Yeah, you didn't want to do any of that bullshit. It just was
up on.
Hi, I'm Chrissy from click.
Hi, this is Brian Green from Clear Channel Interactive Services. I'd like to sell you on some...
Shut up! I don't have time for you!
Not interested.
Hi, is this Bob's Cleaners? This is Brian Green with Clear Channel Interactive Services. How are you today?
Oh my God. And there used to be the training sessions that we would attend there where they would tell you creative ways to say, does that sound good? Great. Does 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock work for you next week for me to come out?
It was like straight out of like the boiler room. And then when, things got really shitty and miserable, we got more shitty and miserable because the dickhead manager. By the way, I was in charge of all of the sales staff. So my job was to lead all of the salespeople, guide them into how to do streaming. And there was like half of these people were over the age of 50, and they didn't even know how to work a computer, and they weren't going to sell any streaming spots no matter what. They hated me. They hated my whole purpose in life was to be pissed on by other salespeople who didn't think that the internet was going to take off. Radio, that's the new thing, guy. What are you doing over there? So what happened was that when things got really shitty, they'd put us in a boiler room. They put the salespeople in a boiler room, which basically meant 40 people in a room with 40 phones set up where they would just pick up the phone and start calling and then mark it on a board, and you'd have a script.
Yeah.
It's the most fucking miserable thing ever. Anyway.
It really was.
So at some point in the last 5 years.
And that's then when we would go take shots afterwards and smoke many cigarettes.
Yeah. People just drank all that. Radio is like a total, it's just a cesspool of life, and there are wonderful people that work there, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But the whole purpose was to sell basically air. You were selling air to people who were unwilling to buy it. It was a weird job. Anyway, but we loved the people that we worked with. A lot of the people we worked with were wonderful.
Best friends now.
And I have to say, iHeartMedia is one of the best friends. That's right. Mm-hmm. iHeartMedia is now one of the publishers of our podcast. I like the platform. I don't mind it at all. I'm just talking about my particular days in this particular world at that particular time.
Yes.
5 years ago, I wanted to stop smoking cigarettes. And I also knew that my days of binge drinking were probably coming quickly to an end.
Right.
Because I just couldn't handle it anymore. Like it wasn't unusual for me to drink 12 to 18 Bud Lights in a day on like a Saturday in front of the pool, and then go to the. We were just talking
bar.
about. I'd come in with a suitcase into Hoadley's apartment, at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'd go to the pool, and after the pool, we'd have to go get more beer because we were out of beer. It's fucked up, man. It was fucked up. What were we thinking? But those are the the lazy hazy days of Clear Channel, and we just didn't know what's going on. I was explaining. I've been married. I'm now. Astrid is my second and my last wife.
Yes.
But I was married. I was explaining that one time I had.
When we first met, you were married.
I was married. That's right. I was married to a young.
And I really liked her.
Yeah,
she
lovely
was
young lady. Lovely young lady, and I still find her to be. She's lovely to this day. It's just sometimes things just don't work out. That's the way it is. So I don't have a bad word to say about her, and
me neither.
Not on air or off air. I really don't. It just didn't fucking work out.
You guys had
Shit
like
happens.
really one of the most amicable divorces I've ever seen.
We did actually.
Like one day you were like, "We're getting divorced," and then 2 weeks later you were divorced,
and
everything was okay.
Well, we were separated.
Fine.
Yeah, we were separated that day, and then like 2 weeks later, she came over with a couple bottles of wine, and we took stickers and put them on the things that we wanted. Like it was just like, okay, sure. The dogs were the only thing we had a little bit of trouble with, but they're dogs. I wanted them, she wanted them.
Yes.
So I took them for the first year, and she took them for the rest of their lives. It's just too irresponsible to deal with dogs. So I was explaining that there was not at Clear Channel, but and I say these Clear Channel days because this was kind of around the same time as the Clear Channel days. I had another person that I worked for, and when we would go out and when and I would go tie one on, which was, pretty much, we had a similar relationship to Hoadley and I in the sense that that's what we do. We go out and get shit-faced.
Yeah.
We went out, and one of the guys that I was working for, the owner of the business that I was working for, was cheating on his wife.
Oh, my God.
He was cheating on his wife with another employee at the company. And everyone knew it. It was no fucking secret, right? Nothing was a secret about this except for the wife. That's it, right?
Okay, she was in the dark.
So we go out. And we persist to tie one on. I'm probably on Bud Light number 28 or 29. He is probably on vodka number 17 or whatever, right? Just another normal night in the Green household. And persists to tell the guy that we're with, I go to the bathroom. And when I go to the bathroom, I come back and there's another guy that's with us. So owner of the business, another guy with us. At the bar. And I come back and the other guy meets me at the bathroom. He's like running toward me. You better get that girl out of here right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Don't talk about my wife like that. He's like, she is right now giving X a lecture about cheating on his wife. And I'm like, no. So I run up and I insert myself in between them. And I'm like, so what are the new plans for the new thing? And he's like, dude, what's going on here? And she is like, and you shouldn't be cheating on your wife. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's my client.
That's my client. That's the person I work for. Please don't do this. He was like, took no prisoners. She took no prisoners ever. But when, after a couple drinks, it was certainly take no prisoners. Yeah. I love her for it, but it was just one of the most, I'll never forget. I questioned drinking that night. I was like, should we even be drinking? Should we go get help? This is clearly not what I had hoped would go down. So, man, she was wonderful. But that night, I was pissed. Yeah. And you know what? The truth is that she was right. When she was talking to the guy, she was right. Totally I just wish she would have used her inside voice.
Right,
like inside her head. But it was fun. Anyway, www.tcbpodcast.com is where you go. You can find out more about Christy and I, read all the show notes, listen to all the audio, watch all the video. If you so choose, youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. Become a subscriber. Watch all the episodes from episode number 85 on. If you watch the entirety of the video, you're going to see that something looks a little strange. There's an oddity there. And that oddity is probably a clue. What's it a clue to? It's a clue to a little scavenger hunt that we're doing to give away our next big prize. Last time we gave away $500 in gold gift cards. We're giving away what? We'll tell you in a couple weeks when the contest ends. I'll ask a question. You'll know the answer. If you've been paying attention, you'll send in that answer, and then you'll be entered in to win the next big prize. Also, follow us at the commercial break on Instagram. Follow us at the commercial break on Instagram for content you cannot find anywhere else. We sure would appreciate it. And okay, so here's the deal. You ready?
I'm ready.
For months, I've been talking about 33P.
Yes.
The band that almost made it. Right? The band
also known as 33 Willie.
Also known as 33 Willie. Which actually wasn't the band that almost made it. Chopper Johnson was the band that almost made it. 33 Willie was a high school band that, it was a high school band. I don't even know what to say. We thought we were going to make it, but then, some people had to go off to college. Right. That wasn't me, but somebody had to go off to college, and it just didn't work out the way that I had hoped. Yeah. Anyway, it wasn't the rocket to stardom I had anticipated it would be when I started writing these songs about dying on the street. However, Chopper Johnson was the next band. And I have here one of the only copies that I have, actually. One of the only copies. My brother gave this to me. He kept this.
Look at that professional
label.
Look
at that professional label. Look at that. You can go to youtube.com/thecommercialbreak.
And everything.
I think that's Ariel Block.
Chopper Johnson.
Man, did we think this was cool back then. Yeah. We were like, awesome, right? Great. Look at that. Hey, you want a Chopper Johnson tape? Yeah. We'd pass these out to people. Chopper, even though I have no permission to play any of this music anywhere, and I don't even know who owns the copyright to it, I've long since, that was a whole clusterfuck.
Do you think it was owned? Did you guys go through the process of owning it?
I think we recorded an album, actually.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was ever published.
Is that the album? The tape's the album?
This is practice.
Oh, okay.
This is practice. But we put our practice on tape so we can hand it out to people so they could see how shitty we really were.
The inner workings.
I can't believe anybody liked this. And we actually had a couple of fans. I don't know who those people were, but obviously they were drinking as much as I was with my ex-wife. But this is a Chopper Johnson tape. I will play this Chopper Johnson tape here on air over the next couple of weeks. I got to digitize it, but I will, because I mean, I don't have a tape player here in the studio, but I will digitize it and I will play this along with.
This is exciting.
I know of someone who has a hold of some 33P material, some 33 penis material. They actually have our very first show, the one at the Rec Room, the one where I thought it was sound check.
Right.
They actually have the videotape to that, and I know where it's located, and I think I might be able to get a copy of the audio. And I gotta imagine if I wrote the songs, then I probably own the material, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, at least I wrote the lyrics. I might have
Songwriter.
the music. Yeah, I'm a songwriter.
Father,
son, songwriter for 33 penis. I had a book of songs, like a leather-bound book of songs that I wrote all through my wasted youth. High on everything you can imagine, right?
Yeah.
High, and I would just write lyrics.
Yeah.
Horrible, shitty, Jim Morrison-like lyrics.
Right.
Right.
You're being poetic.
I left it in the back of one of my friends' cars, Raphael and Chelsea.
Oh, no.
And so one day, I walk into their house and they're like, "Hey, you actually left this in the back of the car." And Chelsea was like, "This some of this stuff is really good." I was like, "No, you didn't read this, did you?"
Oh,
and
yes,
she's
they
like,
did.
I just took a look.
Yeah, you have to browse.
And now I know for a fact that they were probably found this as funny as any episode of the Commercial Break has ever been. So you'll get a chance to listen to some of those lyrics coming up in the very near future.
That
I'm going
is
to
amazing
digitize
news.
this. I just wanted to let everyone know that I had found it. And I also wanted to let you know that because today I thought we would take a look at some of the more interesting vocalists and music that's out there on the internet and, their interesting take on some of the songs that we love and enjoy. What do you think about that? How do you feel about that? Okay, hold on one second while I get this ready. And, listen, I want to say this before we get into this. I am not playing this to bully anybody, right? If you happen to be one of the people, which I'm sure you're not, but if you happen to be one of the people listening that is on any of these clips, I am not playing this to bully you, to say that you're a horrible singer that you should never sing again. I'm not Simon Cowell. I'm playing this because I am going to soon play my own version of this shitty music.
You're in the boat too.
I want to set the bar for the big reveal of the Chopper Johnson tape here. And so I thought we'd take a look at some interesting vocals and music from around the world.
So you had kind of like a penis thing in both your bands.
Yes,
Johnson.
That's right. I don't know if you've noticed, but most of the things I talk about are phallic. I can get to the therapist about that one. I never thought about that. Chopper Johnson was So I walk into an audition, right? Guy says, they put out an ad in a local paper.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Vocalist wanted for, medium, whatever.
Medium band.
Yeah, locally known band, medium-sized band, right? Basically, I forget what it said. And I am high on whatever with a good friend of ours, Tina.
Yes.
In the same apartment where the guy who was sober and worked at he worked as, I don't know if I told you this. I lived in an apartment. I was homeless. I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And somebody hooked me up with a guy who was in like NA and AA.
Okay.
And he worked as a construction worker. He got up at 3 a.m. to do construction
you did talk
work.
about
Remember?
this one
And he was a
time, yeah.
total dick. He was
Yeah.
like, "Don't make a fucking sound after 6:15 at night. If you make a fucking sound, you're fucking out of here," right? I paid him by the day, basically. It was like a hotel.
Oh my God.
And it was a furnished room, and he had a TV that I couldn't turn on because, he didn't want any noise. And so I would just, when I came home,
I was going to say, you stay gone as much as possible.
I'd stay gone as much as possible. When I did come home, I'd be high on something just to occupy my time.
Yeah.
I'd sit there and I'd write lyrics. And so Tina actually found this ad, and I answered it, and it had an address on it, right? An address and a phone number. I left the phone number. The guy responded with a voicemail on an actual, voice message box, right? And then he responded with a voice message on my voice message box because no one had cell phones back then.
Yeah.
And he gave an address, and he said, "Come to this address." And I come to the address. Tina drives me there. It's the middle of the night. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Tina drives me there. I'll never forget this. She drops me off. I ring. It's an office building that looks like a house. You know what I'm talking about? One of those office buildings that look like a house. It's like, like a doctor's office or something. It's an office park, and they have a bunch of house-looking things, but what they are is really just offices.
Okay.
So I ring the doorbell. I can hear the band upstairs, the muffled sounds of the band, and out comes right?
Band practice.
The guy comes downstairs and he goes, yeah. And I'm like, hey, I'm Bryan Green. I'm here. And he's like, who? And I'm like, I'm Bryan Green. Like, I'm here for the band thing. And he's like, great. Hold on 1 second. Closes the door. 5 minutes later, he comes back down. He's got a tape in his hand. Here you go, brother. And I'm like, what's this? And he's like, this is our music. Go and, write some lyrics, record yourself, and, drop it back off. Okay. And I'm like, Tina had just left. And she said, I'll be back in like 2 hours.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
And I was like,
stranded.
Actually, I had someone drop me off here. And so can I like come and just like sit and hang out?
Yeah, feel the vibe,
yeah, it was cold outside. Not feel the vibe. At that point, I just didn't want to be outside in the cold, right? And he was like, I guess so, right? I go upstairs where the band is practicing in this room, and I'm sitting in another room. And they have another vocalist that's singing. The vocalist leaves, right? And the other guys from the band come out, and they're like, and then they introduce themselves and hey. And then they're like, well, if you're here, do you want to just like listen to what we're playing? And I'm like, sure. Microphone's hot, and I start singing. By the end of the night, I'm part of the band.
Nice.
I make up the name Chopper Johnson because I make up a song while I'm standing there. I make up a song about a guy who was he was a guy who cut timber, and he cut off his arm. And he played the guitar.
Arm being a metaphor for penis again?
Arm being a metaphor for penis. Cut off his penis. But he plays guitar. Best it's ever been. I think those words were actually in the song. He played guitar the best it's ever been. I don't know. Well, let's get to the bottom of it on the Chopper Johnson tape. But I wrote a song called Chopper Johnson, and then we named the band Chopper Johnson because everyone thought it was an appropriate name. We had a whole story, a mythology behind Chopper Johnson. Oh. How fucking ridiculous can you be, Bryan? How fucking ridiculous can you be? Honestly, what were you thinking?
Well, at the time, you're like, you're sensitive, and you're like trying to figure yourself out.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a dick, just running around doing too much blow and drinking too much Bud Light. And I think that Chopper Johnson is a great name for a band. And the poor bastards had to live with it after I left. Then I left because I wouldn't show up to band practice. I was just being an idiot. Anyway, I don't want to get into all the minutia about it, but Chopper Johnson, that's how we came upon the name, is because I wrote a song called Chopper Johnson with a mythos to go along with it. I thought I was Jim Morrison. Yes. I was more like Weird Al Yankovic. I was more like Puddle of Mud. I didn't realize how bad it was until I recently got an opportunity to listen to this tape. It's bad, Hoadley. It's bad. Yeah, but okay. So I'm gonna have a little fun.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a little fun today, and then down the road, you're gonna have your chance at revenge, and I'm gonna bring it upon myself. Okay, all right. Everyone, get ready. Let's listen to some interpretations of some songs by some artists out there in the world. Ready? First, let's take a listen to, this is Imagine, one of our favorite songs from John Lennon.
Oh, yeah.
It's an interesting way to start Imagine, I have to say.
These are other people singing other people's songs.
These are other people singing mostly other people's songs. There's one or two originals in here, but I'll get to those.
Happening here. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today.
It's no John Lennon.
Well, no, there's certainly not, but that's more like of a Yoko Ono interpretation, I think. Imagine all the people
ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, living for today. Ding, 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 ding.
Wait, who's doing this?
I don't know the name of the artist.
Okay.
I wish I could blow him up. This is just people I found on the internet. I wish I could blow him up and get his Instagram and stuff, but Lots of people probably know about him already. I don't need to give him any promotion. I wonder, this is on one of those show tryout things, right? And I wonder, I've always wondered, I know that the producers clearly put these people in there to like, spice things up. They have to have good and they have to have not so good and they have to have really, almost jokey like things going on.
Right.
But I wonder if someone tells these people that you should go and audition, right? Like Tina did to me and Chopper Johnson. Yeah, sure. Hey, Bryan, I found this. Stop living in my basement. Maybe you can go play with these guys. Oh, yeah, you got a great voice. Lovely. Dying on the street. Chopper Johnson, best that ever was.
Yeah. I think it's a mix, actually. I think some people get told, and then other people, I think, just have it in their head. They are good, and they want to do this.
And that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this guy singing Michael Jackson's famous song, Black or White, which is one of my favorites by Michael, by the way.
Yeah.
And his interpretation of this is, I don't know, bordering on genius, I do have to say.
Okay.
I wish you could see him dancing to it also, because that's really where it all comes together. But let's take a listen.
I took my baby for a Saturday bang. Was I go with you? It's we're one of the same. Now I believe in miracles, and a miracle has happened tonight.
He's staying right on beat there. I mean, he's like a metronome.
Yeah.
I believe in miracles, and a miracle's going to happen tonight. It's hard. It's hard to get it all together, when you're trying to dance and make the moves. By the way, he's got a white glove on. You can't see the video, but he's got a white glove on. It just helps him get in the spirit of Michael. Yeah. I believe in miracles, and a miracle's going to happen tonight.
It's like a method actor.
When you get excited, that's the hardest thing. Is you got to keep time with the. I mean, speaking as a musician who's experienced some level of success in my life, it's hard to keep it all together. I oftentimes get asked, how do you deal with all the fame and fortune? And I say, I'm just a human. Like I bleed like everybody else.
Yeah.
I just happen to have a private jet to bleed on. Mark Cuban.
Can whatever they're saying, it don't matter if you're black or white. I'm tired of this business. I'm tired of this stuff. I ain't scared of no sheets, so when the going gets rough. I ain't scared of nobody, so when the going gets mean. Protection, gangs, group of nations, causing grief in human relations. It's a tough war on a global scale. I'm out to hear both sides of the tales. Don't say that you agree with me, and I've seen you kicking dirt in my eyes.
I have to say,
he's going fast.
He's going really fast.
Yeah.
I feel like he should slow it down a little bit. Sounds like he's trying to climb a mountain and sing the song at the same time.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that the dancing?
Yeah. It feels like he's running away from a serial killer. And singing at the same time.
Yeah.
Mom always said, sing while I'm running. I believe miracles, and a miracle's gonna happen tonight. Made the feet of the black and white.
It could help with lung work.
Yeah, long work. That's one way to put it. I always have liked the song by Eric Clapton, Cocaine.
Yeah.
I've also always liked cocaine in general as a thing, not just a song. So I thought I'd find an interesting interpretation of the song Cocaine.
Okay.
I think they need to put more bass in it. I think they need to turn up the bass a little bit. I'm not hearing the low tones.
Yeah. Are they at a party?
By the way, this sounds nothing like cocaine. If you want to get down on the ground, cocaine. I feel like the guy who was doing Black and White was doing cocaine.
Yeah.
And this guy is on something else altogether. Maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
Were they at a party? It sounded like people were laughing.
Yeah, this is the same party that 33P played.
Okay.
The senior citizen retirement home. They had to slow it down a little bit. Cocaine.
They might need some cocaine.
I think so. I think the dealer needs to show up right about now. They're playing the side of a liquor store. By the way, it says liquor across the back. And there's like 1, 2, maybe 3 people at the place,
Yeah.
And they're just trying their hardest. And this This is one of the ways you get around. Like, if you have an extremely technical piece of music, what you do is you just get the person who knows how to play it best, you turn them up the loudest. That's how you do it. It's called mix. It's what the mixers are doing. You know those guys on the boards in the back of the stage? That's what they do. When, you know, someone's high on cocaine, you just turn the bass up really loud, and then you can't hear anything else. It's fucking awful. How about a Christmas song?
Yeah. What was that?
With no, by the way, there are no notes being played here. It's just one note over. Listen to it. It's like.
Oh.
By the way, this is like a 40-piece orchestra. I don't know, it's in middle school somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But there's like 40 pieces. You'd think that a couple of the guys know how to play more than one note.
Yeah. I can hear that triangle.
Yeah, the triangle's jamming.
That's keeping up.
The xylophone.
Yes.
Yeah, this is this guy's like, motherfuckers. I told mom to send me to private school. I'm the best that ever lived. I'm the best xylophonist that's ever lived. Yeah, all right. Good job, guys. Good job. You rounded it out toward the end.
Yeah.
What about an original song?
Oh.
You want an original song?
Sure.
Okay. This is Woman That I Love. I can't quite figure out who owns the copyright to this song, so if it's you, Woman That I Love. You ready?
Yes.
Whoa, 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 mysterious girl, move your body close to mine.
Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body.
He's got the reggae hype man behind him.
Come on, move your body. Yeah, come on, move your body.
Yeah. He's not even doing it that well. He's like, come on, move your body. Come on, move your body. Oh, mysterious girl, I love your curves. Love those curves. Love them real good. I love the way you move.
Come on, from a Jamaica, come on.
Slapping that dick right down on your tits. You gotta say it with excitement. Come on, man. You gotta get into it, dude. You gotta put the Xanax down before you go and audition for things like this. I just love this. I love this so much.
That's a good one.
I stop and stare at you walking on the shore. I try to concentrate, my mind wants to explore.
To explore.
Explore. Nipples to tits, I want to explore some more. Reggae style.
Wow.
This guy is awesome. I want him on the show. Yeah. I need you on the show. I need you to come and help be our hype man. Like when we say something really funny, you can be like, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Laugh at that.
Buster you, man.
Buster you, man. The commercial break, man. I wonder what these guys practiced. Like someone told them this was good. Their mom or somebody.
Yeah.
They were like, and listen to those incredible lyrics. The other guy is singing, on the beach front, on the floor. Yeah. I want to get down and explore. Explore, man.
Explore.
Like a Ford, you're an explorer. Explorer. Remember that guy?
Ricky Boom Boom Down.
Boom Boom Down. I want your boom boom down.
Licky Boom Boom
Licky boom down. Licky boom boom me down. By the way, what happened to the guy's second hit?
Was that Shaggy?
Shaggy, that's right. How did you know that? Shaggy with what's his name? No, Shaggy was the black guy, but there was a white guy who sang.
Oh, right.
Remember, he was like, licky boom boom down. But Shaggy came in with like some rap. But that guy was like, Informer. I lick it, boom, boom, my
I have to look that up. I can't quite remember.
I know the commercial break is going to send that to the number one on the charts again. People are going to be like, I remember that song. I will listen to it now.
It was everywhere.
It
for
was
a while.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like in preschool.
It was that white guy who had dreads. I
think. The white guy who had dreads.
Like,
he was albino.
Yeah.
He was albino. He'd never seen the sun in his life. And he was singing for Puerto Rico.
Tropical scene of you takes me up above. And girl, when I look at you, oh, I fall in love. No doubt you look so fine. Whoa, girl, I wanna make.
Whoa. That was the guy. He goes, whoa.
He's getting less and less.
I know. He's like, I'm scared.
He just said one word before.
He's like, I should have never done this.
Whoa.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I
haven't had enough time to practice, man.
Make you mine.
Yeah, come on.
Just like.
Yeah, come on. Where are we going?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, man. I'm sorry, I had the whole rap done. I had the whole rap, my man, but I don't know what happened. I froze. All I could think of was, yeah, come on. It's like those guys from the Bigfoot episode. Come get you some of this. Come get you some of this. 600 pounds of Mountain Dew and Little Caesar's pizza.
Let me be with the woman that I love.
Woman that I love.
I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry. I know I'm interrupting the song. I know you wanted to hear it. That's a complete piece of work. I don't want to be that guy who's at the party pressing pause. Half song Hoadley.
Half song Hoadley.
Half song Hoadley.
Brian nicknamed me that.
I named her that because after a couple Bud Lights, Hoadley played DJ, but she only wanted you to hear the first 2 minutes of the
I'd
song.
be like, because my brain.
Okay, next one.
I would be like, oh no, wait, let's listen to this one instead.
I love this song. I love this song. Wait, but there's another song that I love also. And so rather than
Jeff laughs at me so much because he's like, really, is this your favorite song? So I'm like, this is my favorite song.
I know. You're like, can they all be
like,
your
is
favorite?
It your favorite? Yeah. Your absolute favorite.
Oh my God. Yeah, come on, man.
Explore.
Informer.
Oh, doubt you're the only man.
Whoa.
Who can love you like I can.
Yeah, man.
Just let.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We went, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Whoa. Hey, did you hear me drop that sick whoa in the third bar? I think it put it all together for us.
Laid it down.
We got the job. We're going straight to number one, man. I got to tell you something, Bob. If it wasn't for your whoa, I'm not sure this song would be anything.
Mean,
it was missing that one thing.
The cherry. Just
that's right.
On top.
I'm walking on the beaches. I'm exploring. I'm informing. I'm doing all this stuff.
Woman.
Mysterious woman with your curves and all this other stuff. It wasn't until you said "Yaman" that it all came together.
Whoa. That's good. That's really good.
All right. Okay, that was a good one. What's next? I think we should always, Journey is always one of those songs you play at the party.
Yeah.
Every wedding, you hear it, Don't Stop Believing. Everyone loves it, Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting way of doing it.
Da, 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 da. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Wow, she's just screaming.
I know. I think she's a little too into it. I think she needs to calm down. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Took the midnight train going anywhere. You gotta give your voice.
Yeah, that was just scream. Screaming into the microphone.
Remember, I'm getting my comeuppance. In 2 weeks, we're all going to have a chance to laugh at me too.
Yes.
Just a city boy.
What is that? She went Cindy Lauper. Yeah. Ow! That's a small town boy.
She did go Cindy Lauper.
Yeah, she went Cindy Lauper on us.
Born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
you turn it down in my headphones?
Yeah, I can. Whoa. She needed the hype man to slow her down a little bit. She needed the anti-hype man. That guy would have made perfect. Any song gets a little bit slower with that guy involved. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Explore.
They need to bring that guy in, like in the middle of riots and stuff.
To calm the crowd.
Down. Yeah, man. Slow down, man. Whoa, I'm mesmerized. He's like a metronome ticking back and forth. Yeah, man. One more time.
Let me be with a woman that I love.
Okay, let's do it one more time because I just have
it's
to
really
hear
fun.
it. Yeah.
Let it play all the way.
Yeah, I'll let it play all the way through.
Okay.
I'll try my best. Okay, here we go. Ready? Woman That I Love by who? I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, mysterious girl, move your body close to mine.
Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body.
I stop and stare at you, walking on the shore. I try to concentrate, my mind wants to explore. The tropical scent of you takes me up above. And girl, when I look at you, oh, I fall in love. No doubt you look so fine. Whoa. Girl, I wanna make you mine.
Yeah, come on.
Just let me be with a woman that I love.
A woman that I love.
No doubt you're the only man.
Whoa.
Who can love you like I can.
Yeah, man.
Just let me be with a woman that I love.
That is amazing.
Yeah, man. At the end, he was just forcing himself into the song. Whoa, yeah, man. He had to get up courage to do that.
Woman that I love.
Woman that I love.
And that's the most he said. Then everything else went
downhill from there. He forgot. The other guy was like, oh shit, he forgot his lyrics. I better cover for him. And then he tried to recover with a couple, whoa. Come on. Yeah, come on, man. It doesn't even make any sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
come
fantastic.
on, man.
You gotta see if you can get that guy on.
Oh my God. I wouldn't even
Be
know
our
where
hype
to
man.
start. I know. I feel like we need a hype man at the beginning of the show. I mean, I feel like most people probably already think we're pretty obnoxious at the beginning of the show. As we start screaming in your ear. Commercial break! Yeah, man. Commercial break, man. Come on and listen. Come on, listen. Download twice. Please download twice. Review and subscribe. Come on, review, subscribe. Subscribe. Rate. Commercial break. Review.
Whoa.
470-584-8449. Toll free. Unless you're in Europe. Oh, my dear Lord. Okay, we got a couple more. I wanted to get to the Russians who sang their own version of whatever song they're singing, but I just thought it was an interesting take on. These guys actually aren't that bad.
По преданиям греков, где-то в южной стране есть гора пребольшая под названием Алин. И гора неприступна для обычных людей.
I have to say, the song isn't that bad. I mean, it's like, it's got a good beat to it. And I know they only know 3 chords, but they're using them well. And the guy singing in Russian sounds pretty cool, actually. That sounds a lot like a Chopper Johnson song, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just giving you an idea of what it was.
You're setting the stage.
Yeah. Now, everybody, when they start off a band, has those few songs that you have to put in your repertoire because it's just one of those things you really want to rock out to. You're in your bedroom when you're a young kid and you're pretending to play guitar to, of course, all the famous Eric Clapton.
Of course.
Slash,
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin, right? If you're a true rocker, those are like the kind of people that, you're pretending you knew how to play those things. And then eventually, if you're like my guitar evolution, you learn how to play Sweet Child of Mine because Sweet Child of Mine is one of those iconic rock songs with huge, big riffs in them. And so here's a band. I don't know where they're out of, but there are a couple of kids that learned how to play Sweet Child of Mine. They got to get tuned up first. Yeah, such finesse. I feel like the guy on guitar was doing well on his own.
Yeah,
and
he
then
was.
the other two guys came in and
came in.
didn't even come in on beat. It was like I feel like the guy in the back is playing Tub Thumper while this guy's playing Sweet Child of Mine. It takes a whiskey drink, he takes a love drink. I love that song, by the way.
It's hard not to love it.
It's hard not to love it. But I have to say, of all of the clips that we've played here today, did I get to all of them? Hold on one second. I think there might be one more clip. Did I play? I played. Final Countdown. Here we go. Ready? Final Countdown. Final Countdown. And I cut this one up just a little bit so that we don't have to listen to every single inch of the song. I feel like the guy on keyboard is playing the Casio 3000.
It is a Casio.
It sounds a little bit more like the pan flute.
It does.
We had it.
Huh?
We had a big penis. Is that how it goes? I'm not really sure. John, lyrics. Penis. Sing penis.
Just say penis.
Just say penis. The sweetest crowd will love it. The final countdown. It's the final countdown to these guys' musical careers. I know you. I know everyone was waiting for that joke to come out of my mouth. Like a dad, I don't disappoint.
The final countdown.
It's the final countdown. The final countdown. The final countdown.
The Casio really sets the gives it that oomph.
It does set the tone for what's coming next. Yeah, when you hear the pan flute right away. Meanwhile, the guy behind there is playing like a Metallica riff. He's like, let's lock this shit. The final countdown. I really like your interpretation, Hans. It's very, very straightforward. I like my penis. The final countdown. Imagine there's no people.
Oh, yeah. Bring it all the way back.
I could do this all day long. Imagine, man. Imagine. Yeah, man.
We're definitely going to need to add in some reggae hype to our show.
He's the Xanax hype man. The Valium hype man.
Come on.
They call that rigatoni. It's the pasta of reggaeton. Rigatoni. Rigatoni baloney.
Reggaetoni.
Reggaetoni. Mac and cheese. Make me some macaroni. Get me some bread, some cheese and bread and bologna. I want to give that girl my stony bologna. I mean, it's just like so stupid. Wait, okay. One more.
Okay.
Mysterious girl. Move your body close to mine.
Come on, move your body.
Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body. I think you should take his own advice. Come on, man, move your body. If you see the video, it's like this. Come on, move your body.
He's stiff.
I know. He's like he can't look anywhere except for at his friend. Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body.
Well,
Reggaetoni Maloney.
Reggaetoni.
Reggaetoni. My name's Reggaetoni. It's Tony. My name's Reggaetoni. I'm here to put the crowd to sleep. With the smooth sounds of Yaman.
Whoa.
Whoa.
On the shore, I try to concentrate. My mind wants to explore.
To explore.
He's got the right accent.
He does.
He's got the right accent.
I gotta give it to Reggaetoni. He's on it, dude. He's got the right accent. He's been practicing in the mirror.
Yeah.
He just needs to give it a little more energy.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like
fluid.
I feel like he's scared.
Yeah.
And he's just like shut down altogether. Right. By the way, which I've had that experience of being on stage and you don't know what's going on. You're just like, it won't come out, right? It just won't. You're so scared. And I think that's where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think his friend realizes that that's where he's at. So he has to make
His
it
friend
up.
seems like he's got the harder job. He's the one who's like really singing.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the accent guy is like the guy you pay attention to. Like, clearly, this horse shit this guy is singing on. I want to walk on the shore.
Mysterious woman.
I want you to explore. Mysterious woman.
Move your body.
Move your body. Come on, move your body. He's like the showman. He's supposed to be out there, like,
okay.
With a, I don't know, just like, running around the stage. Come on, move your body. Come on, move your body. And
Yeah.
he's like, come on, move your body. I'm Reggaetoni from East Lansing, New Jersey.
The tropical scene of you takes me up above. And girl, when I look at you, I fall in love. No doubt you look so fine.
I feel like he missed
you missed an opportunity there.
Yeah. He should have gone love.
Fall in love. Come on, fall in love. Tony, all you have to do is repeat what I say.
Exactly.
It's not that fucking hard.
Exactly.
We've been practicing for 6 months. I know, man. I don't know what goes on. I just clam up. I can't remember the lyrics. You don't have to. You just follow what I say. Right. Just get excited. This is excited. This is me excited. It's like me on Christmas morning. Wow, Christmas presents. Hey, Mom, Santa came.
Christmas.
Santa came. Santa came.
Christmas.
Lots of trees under presents.
Girl, I want to make you mine.
Yeah, come on.
I can't deal with Reggaetoni. He's too much. I love him.
I know.
Reggaetoni, where are you?
Yes.
You got to come on the commercial break. I don't want to give away where this was recorded. It's one of those shows where they audition because I don't, copyright laws are funny.
Oh, right. Okay.
And even though I'm playing this under fair use, I'm just trying to critique it and review it and make it my own work. People get crazy, right? But what I do have to say is that if anybody knows who these two people are and they know of these two people, I need Reggaetoni in the studio immediately.
Yes.
To do my hype in and my hype out.
That's right, man.
That's right, man. I will pay him to basically replicate what he did with his friend during I'm in love with a woman. I will replicate. You can say the same words just to the commercial break intro.
Yes.
That's all we want.
Yes.
We're not asking much. We just need Reggaetoni to do a little. Just, do a little.
His thing.
Yeah, do his thing.
Do his thing.
Do as little work as possible.
His splash of secret sauce.
Yeah. And when I say splash, I mean splash. Just a little.
Sprinkling. Pinch.
Yeah, just a pitch. Wherever you feel, The next episode of the commercial break starts now. Now, man.
Yes.
Here they come. Hoadley and Bryan on the way. Yeah, man. Oh, my God.
I love it.
Oh, it's too
My
much fun.
stomach muscles are.
I know. This is a good one. This is a good one. Keep those ones in the book.
Yes.
All right. So, yeah, I guess that's all we can handle for today. I mean, I have other clips, so we'll get to it on another episode. But I think the big top off here is that when we get to in a couple weeks, or I don't know, whenever, we'll do another episode with some more interesting versions of the song. And then I will also cut up my songs. And I will put them on this little machine right here. Choppa Johnson. We'll listen to a little Choppa Johnson. Yeah. Again, I don't know if I own the copyright to it, but hey guys, sorry, I have a tape. I figure if I wrote the lyrics and I sang them, maybe I at least have some right to play them on air.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, and I highly doubt any of those guys listen to the commercial. They probably hate me. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to listen to a little Chopper Johnson in a couple weeks. Hey, listen, we want you to get involved in the show, so do us a favor. Write us, info@tcbpodcast.com. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you find anything interesting on the internet that you believe would be a good topic for Chrissy and I to talk about, or you have an interesting story yourself or someone you know, write us. Tell us about it. And you never know, we could turn it into a show. We've done this. There are lots of people who have written in, and we've taken their ideas and run with them. Because, there's only so much that Chrissy and I can think of, right?
Right. Or content we can watch.
Yeah, but honestly, there's millions of hours of content out there. But I like when the listeners say, hey, here's an interesting story. Or, in some cases, people have sent us actual clips. They've been like, you got to watch this. This is interesting. So if you'd like to do that, send an email to info@tcbpodcast.com. And if you're lucky, we might send you some swag back for helping out. Also, 470-584-8449 is where you can text us or leave us a message. Tell us how much you like the commercial break and say best to you while you're at it. And then we might put you on the commercial break, as we do on the beginning of a lot of these episodes.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, we had, who was it? Tony and Guy from Oklahoma last episode, or a couple episodes ago.
Best to you, brother.
Best to you, brother.
I love it.
It was my favorite. And I wonder if Tony and Guy, are they like a couple, or is it just two guys listening to the show? Or maybe he said, my name is Tony Guy. I'm not really sure. Hard to tell sometimes. But leave us a message, 470-584-8449. TCBpodcast.com is where you go. You can find out more about Chrissy and I. Listen to all the audio, watch all the video right from one place. That'll also connect you to youtube.com/thecommercialbreak or our Instagram @thecommercialbreak to find content you cannot find anywhere else. Make sure to enter the contest by watching all of the videos. Episode number 85 on. Watch the videos all the way through. You're going to find something strange in there. That's all I got to say. And then you write that down, and you'll be able to answer the question when I ask it coming up in a couple weeks. I think we've got 5 more weeks of the contest left. So that's that. Okay, now, I'd like to say thank you to all of our friends and family out there who have been always supporting the commercial break. And you, the listener. We appreciate it. We know you're out there.
We won't pull a Quentin Tarantino and disown our family for not believing in us.
No, we disowned our family. They disowned us a long time ago. But we welcome you back. Yeah. Come on back, Dad. Can't you see? Look at all this success I have. I had dinner with Mark Cuban.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure his security told him to leave at some point. They were probably like, get out of there. Mark, get out of there. A certain death awaits. This guy is boring you to death. He's going to ask for another selfie. Remember, we're recording live on Fireside. Get involved. Download the Fireside app. And when you're on Instagram, we'll let you know when we're going live on Fireside. Your opportunity to join in on the commercial break and be a part of the show. We really would love it if you would do that. And I'd like to say thank you to my ex-wife. Sorry about telling stories about you.
Yes. Hi, Julia.
We love you. Okay. What else we got?
I think that's it.
I love you.
I love you.
Best to you.
Best to you.
And best to you out there in the podcast universe. I guess that's all that we can do today. So all I got to say is bye.
The Commercial Break. New episodes on Tuesdays and now Fridays. New YouTube clips drop daily at youtube.com/thecommercialbreak. Visit tcbpodcast.com for access to our entire media library. Follow us at The Commercial Break on Instagram. Each episode is written and produced by Brian Green, co-hosted by Chrissy Hoadley, with additional content provided by Tina Conroy.
Good. I can't believe I would drink 13 to 18 Bud Lights in a day. And I would stand straight the fuck up.
Yeah, we used
I was
to
like,
do that.
I drink myself sober. And I was like, I'm fine,
we were
I'm
getting
good.
like a case of beer and drinking it down every time.
A suitcase of beer.
Yeah.
And then we'd be going at the end of the night, we'd be like, well, gotta go to the liquor store.
I know.